Hey, beautiful people of the internet, how are you guys doing today? Hopefully great, and welcome back to some more Warframe. And of course, in today's video, we're going to be going over basically how you can actually never ever run out of energy, and of course, how you can go and spawn it at will. But before I continue with the video any further, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys would like to support me or the channel any further, remember to leave a like, as this does help me out tremendously. Click the subscribe button for more Warframe videos and streams. And also, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys would like to play with me during one of my live streams or outside of YouTube, go and join the Discord server. There will be a link down in the description. Without further ado, let's get this video on the road, shall we? So basically, I'm talking to you guys about a cheap ulterior method to not having Arcane Energize. As you guys know, the only way you can go and get yourself energized is to go and fight the Eidolons. Make sure that you guys always do have a great team, and of course, it is quite difficult to go and achieve it. And of course, if you guys do not have a big wallet, then here is the alternative for you. So we're going to be taking full advantage of an arcane called Emergence Dissipate. If you guys didn't know, I already made a video about this, and basically the way this arcane works is you'll be able to go and cancel your dash at the very end point of an enemy. Doing so will then go and create many energy orbs surrounding that particular enemy. Now, when it comes to using Emergence Dissipate, I did hear they did have a nerf to it. I don't know what this nerf quite was, as I don't really see anything that's different, but essentially they've made it so that there is actually a bit of a cooldown every time you go and activate Emergence Dissipate, which I do think is actually a bit of a lie. And basically what you want to do is you want to go and equip Emergence Dissipate and go and use Vazarin. Now, Vazarin is basically a school tree that allows you to go and heal yourself and your allies at will, and of course it does give you an invulnerability frame for around 5 seconds. Very, very useful. But what makes Vazarin even more powerful is its second ability called Void Snare. And basically what happens is that your operator will then go and launch a projectile towards a particular area, and then any form of close by enemies will then be trapped in a vortex. Very similar to how Vauban's one does currently work, except this one doesn't really go and armor strip them based off of how much you currently do have. Instead, it will then go give yourself and allies 100 health, which was pretty good, but at the same time not really that important, considering how we do have protective energizing or protective dash, which basically gives our health back. Now, Void Snare basically just goes and groups up the enemies, making it so much easier to go and activate Emergence Dissipate. Now, bear in mind, this particular loadout is only really effective in like Steel Path or any form of high-end content we currently have, mainly because there is going to be a ton of enemies and you won't easily be able to go and decimate them. Let me show you guys exactly what I mean. So we're going to go and spawn in at least 20 heavy gunners like so, and then we're going to go and do a bit of experimenting. So give me about 2 seconds. So as you guys can see, we have simulated, and I'm just going to go and completely empty out my energy pool, therefore you guys can know what I'm talking about. Alright, so as you guys can tell, we currently only have like 3 energy or so, and what I'm basically going to be doing is you're going to be activating your 2. Doing so will then go and group up all of these enemies like so. Very, very useful. And you just want to go invisible and just spam. And as you guys can see, there is a few emotes, and you can just go and pick all of this stuff up. And of course, you can just go and do it again and again until you're actually satisfied. Now, the one downside that I do want to say is when it comes to this particular loadout is mainly because when you guys are doing it, sometimes your operator will actually have the problem of stealing it all. So therefore, you are going to be requiring it to go and recast it. But hey, at the end of the day, it's still a great way to go and get yourself some energy, considering how expensive Arcane Energize is to get it. And also, some people aren't really able to go and get it, mainly because of the fact that it is quite rare and it is quite demanding of our Tenno skills. So basically, just go and combine Vazarin and go and activate Emergence Dissipate, and you can go and spawn in all the energy modes as you guys do want.